Yo, what's going on, man? Today is November the 3rd, 2023. It's your boy Chris, and this is the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I'm live on Twitter. I'm also live on YouTube as well. We got a nice little slate today, man. Friday presents first games of the in-season tournament, which is gonna be pretty big. We only got a 7-game slate today, man. So it feels good. Hopefully people were able to dive in. Always interested in hearing what you guys are on. So if you got best bets and you're listening in on YouTube, definitely drop them in the comment section. A lot of the times I'll write stuff down because I like to give people credit for their hard work, right? You capping the games. That's why I created why I do the spaces to give people a voice, a voice to the voiceless, give people recognition so that they get notarized for the hard work that they're doing. So definitely drop your best bets, whatever you like in the most, drop it in the comment section so we all can cash. As you guys enter, do me a favor, hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the shows if you guys haven't already. Definitely check me out on YouTube if you haven't. Check me out on Twitter if you're watching on YouTube as well. And then turn the notification bell on. Tomorrow I will go live again. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. I live this stuff. So we got games tomorrow, and I will be doing a show. I just never know when I'm gonna do a show on the weekend. That's why I always tell you guys turn the notification bell on so you know when I post, when I tweet, when I go live on YouTube. So definitely do those things, and let's jump into it. So we got a quick recap of yesterday. It wasn't the strongest day as far as record-wise. I didn't like the board a lot, and I talked about it, but we still managed to salvage one unit just because I was heavy on the Magic last night. I talked about that being the first 2-unit play of the season, and the Magic cashed for us last night. Paulo Ventura, shout out to my guy Dream. I don't see him in the chat, but I know Dream been going crazy, and he was on Paulo heavy last night. So shout out to Paulo, shout out to Dream for cashing for me for sure, because I also had the Detroit Pistons plus the 4.5 in what I thought was a winnable game for them. They wet the bed. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the Pistons team because I back them as a favorite at the crib. They lose against the Portland Trailblazers after having a nice, sizable lead at halftime. Then they get Durham back on the road, and they're pretty much at full strength. Granted, it was a fifth game in 7 nights, but they just give up a ton of points to the backups, for the New Orleans Pelicans. So off of Detroit for a while. Also, eventually got to talk about this. The Suns. I jumped on them early yesterday morning. Got them at 4. Best number that was available. The line moved to 4.5. Went from 4.5 to 5. Devin Booker got ruled in. It went from 5 to 5.5, and closed at 6. So positive CLV there, but it really didn't matter. The Suns absolutely got them. They got mollywop. This Spurs team is going to be a team that we probably going to be able to back in a lot of spots. It's going to be interesting to see because Devin Vassell did leave that game with a groin injury, and Coach Popovich said he's going to be missing for the foreseeable future. So they're going to have to adjust to that. But man, the Spurs look good. I woke up this morning and rewatched the second half of the game because I watched the first half last night. Went to sleep pissed because they threw my money in the trash, and that's just the way it was. But both of those plays, and I talk about like at the beginning of the season, sometimes it can kind of feel like we're guessing. So I did go light. I'm half unit on everything that I give you guys. Up until yesterday, I had the Magic for 2 units. That's only my second play of the season. I want to say second or third play of the season where I've actually gone over a half unit. So I'm just kind of chilling to start the season, but that's just my method how I kind of start the season. And shout out to OddsJam. I'll promote OddsJam real quick. Sportsbook screen page is what I use them for. I always talk about signing up, getting 25% off over there. If you guys are interested in having the best odds be available to you, I'll talk about just a play that I made today where I was actually able to beat the public number, the consensus in just a couple minutes. So definitely shout out OddsJam. If you guys use the promo code CBC to sign up, you do get 25% off your first month, and you'll make your money back pretty quickly, just off based on the odds. You're gonna find a better number, you're gonna find better odds, all that good stuff. So definitely check out OddsJam. No further ado, though, let's just jump right into it. I see the comments coming in. What's up to my guy LJ? I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your name. What's good, my guy? I'm gonna butcher that, so I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. What's up to my guy Justin, Sean, members in the chat, J Chips, my guy S Dot in the chat. Interested to hear his thoughts on his Miami Heat today. to smash the like button for me. That definitely helps. I appreciate you guys for doing so. What's up to my guy Malik? Coop in the chat. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for showing up. Let's get it, man. Coop says Wemby is a cheat code. Yeah, he looks Wemby looks crazy good right now. At least against a team that don't have a real center, because Nurkic, he kind of slow on his feet, and Wemby kind of looked like a small forward out there. So yeah, we'll see how that goes moving forward though. All right, let's jump into the games for today. We got I want to make sure I got the injury report up, because I talked about this briefly yesterday, and I want to make sure I mention it again. But I felt really, really confident in the sides that I've taken so far. And for people who don't know, like maybe you didn't follow me last year, the year before, I'm a size guy, I'm a totals guy, and I cap player props as well. Like I'll look at the game and cap it from a size perspective first, or a totals perspective, and then if I don't find anything I like, then I will try to deep dive into it and find a player prop that I like as well. The sides to start the season have been kind of up and down. Like we've seen teams that were supposed to, favorites lose. We've seen, dogs lose, right? So you really gotta. I'm saying all that to say this. I'm probably gonna bow out just for a little while unless I find something I absolutely love. Just stay away from the sides, especially with the way Detroit went yesterday. The totals have also been, the blowouts have kind of killed the unders as well. Team just giving up a whole bunch of points. So not really looking to play those right now. More so kind of focusing on maybe a couple quarter bets and some player props. So that's what I'll talk about today. Wanted to get the most updated injury report information. Looks like right now, as of right now, and I'm going to put this in the chat as well, it looks like Halliburton is still questionable. Darius Garland is still questionable. And that's actually the first game that we're going to talk about. Jared Allen and RJ Barrett are all questionable, which makes this game pretty much uncappable. Like I'm not sure how you're looking at the game and what you're going to play. So I'm putting this in the chat real quick just so people can see it as well. But yeah, it makes it uncappable. So Tyrese Halliburton is the Indiana Pacers. They lost by 50 points in the last game without him, of course. And then you got Darius Garland on the other side. I wouldn't say the head of the snake, because you still got Donovan Mitchell, but him and Jared Allen, impact their game a lot. So I didn't even really look into this game. I saw that all three of those guys were questionable yesterday, so I kind of overlooked the game. Don't really like it a lot at all unless I get that information. And I got a funny feeling that all three of them play. I didn't hear anything, but I kind of feel like Halliburton comes back. Darius Garland and Jared Allen both went through shoot around earlier today. So to me, it kind of feels like all of them play, but we'll see how it goes. So those are my thoughts on the game. If I'm not even gonna play the if game, let's just skip that game. Next game up, we got the Bucks at the crib, coming off a pretty embarrassing loss. They actually blew it for me as far as the under, because they gave up 130 points to the Toronto Raptors. And the Toronto Raptors had never scored 130 points in that game. So they get the New York Knicks. They've actually dominated the Knicks historically, at least in the recent past. But I don't think we can trust the Bucks quite yet. They had the good win, of course, at home to start the season against the Philadelphia 76ers. Then they lost to the Atlanta Hawks. You bounce back and you beat Miami, and then you lose to Toronto in your first road game. So the Bucks, they don't have another game until Sunday. They don't play a game until Sunday. They play at Brooklyn. And it feels like a game they should bounce back in. The Knicks have really kind of struggled to score the ball recently. So I know a big part of that is Julius Randle. RJ Barrett also listed as questionable, which makes this one pretty difficult because he's been such a significant factor in their games. But I'll tell you guys what I did play in this one. I played Tyrese Halliburton. I played Jalen Brunson. I played his assist 4.5. It's a tad juiced at -120 on BetMGM is where I saw the best odds. I saw Bet365 actually had it at -140. Not a price that I'm willing to lay for that. But this seems like a big Brunson spot for me. You just look at how bad this defense has been. And we talk, like I've religiously talked about it. Damian Lillard can't really guard anybody. Malik Beasley can't really guard anybody. And Brunson had a 27% usage. He's averaging 10 potential assists per game. In the one game that he played against Damian Lillard in his career, where he actually played 30 minutes, he had 10 assists in that game as well. And the Bucks are giving it up, man. You just go through and look at it. This is a spot that we just cashed in with Dennis Schroeder. He had a double-double. We cashed that at plus 475 the other day. Excuse me. So I think this is another really good spot for Jalen Brunson to be able to get in the paint and then find his guys. So I really like Jalen Brunson a lot. Brook Lopez, I really like a lot. But if I had one look, I would definitely be playing Jalen Brunson over his 4.5 assists. Not really sure what's up with Dame. I know I talked to Canadian Cam. He was at that game between the Bucks and the Toronto Raptors the other day in Toronto, and he told me in the DM that Giannis just looked kind of uninspired, like he didn't really want to be out there. So I haven't really got a chance to really deep dive into it and figure out what Adrian Griffin doing over there, like what his rotation is going to be. So this game kind of scares me as far as the spread. Do I think that the Knicks can cover? I do. I think the Knicks can win this game, honestly. But eventually the Bucks gonna get it together, and I don't really want to bet against them at the crib. So I chose to stay off. But I do lean towards the Knicks in this spot. I do think that they can keep the game close. I'm not really willing to back a Bucks team that really just hasn't been able to play well. And typically you want to buy the Knicks when they are kind of coming off a loss and they're in a down spot. That's when they bounce back. They play their best basketball on the road too, if we go back to last season. So I know that the Knicks typically get dominated by the Bucks, but I do lean the Knicks way plus the points in this spot. Like I said, not playing a lot of sides though. But give me Brunson to go over the 4.5 assists. I do think it's a ladder spot. I would take Brunson up to 7 assists. If you guys have access to like Bet365, you can get the 7 as well. But at 5.5 at plus money, I like the number a lot as well. So I like Brunson the most in this game. Next game up, we have let me get these in order. Excuse me. Next game up. We only got 7 games on the board, which is actually pretty cool. Next game up, we got the Nets and the Bulls. Simply putting this one, Nets just made us some money. If people tell me on the plus 6.5, they actually ended up winning that game outright in their last game against the Miami Heat. I talked about not being able to trust the Miami Heat, laying points, not more than a possession. So I really like the Nets in that spot. It feels like they've kind of bought into what Coach Vaughn, is kind of preaching over there. Ben Simmons has looked pretty good. I know he cashed his rebound prop, which was 9.5 at plus money the other day. Now they get a Bulls team. I saw Ayo DeSumo is now listed as doubtful. He was listed as questionable earlier today. Simply putting this one, I can't lay points with the Bulls. Chicago is not good enough for me to be laying points with. They did burn me the other day because I took the Pacers minus the 3. And of course they end up covering and winning that game. But you really gotta, in my estimation, you really gotta know something I don't know to be laying points with the Bulls. So to me, this kind of feels like another Nets spot. The reason I didn't get there with the Nets today, of course, is because this is their 4th straight road game. I typically don't like backing teams when they've been on the road for extremely long period of time. You can go look at the trends and see that not a profitable angle, especially when it's their last game of a road trip. So I still lean towards towards Brooklyn. They are 4-0 against the spread, and 3-0 on the road against the spread as well. So I couldn't talk anybody off taking the points with Brooklyn, but not a strong enough spot for me to take. So I kind of stayed off of this one. The Bulls also just aren't covering spreads. So 1-4 against the number so far in the season. I heavily lean towards Brooklyn, but probably not a play I'm gonna get there on. Nicholas Claxton was in, I probably would be there. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the game. As far as props in this one, shout out to my guy Munov. I know he's on Vucevic over his rebound prop with no Nicholas Claxton. Couldn't talk anybody off that look. But not anything that I played. I think it'll be a defensive game. I think Brooklyn can still slow down the Chicago team just because Chicago can't really score the ball and they play with such slow pace. So 222.5, I think, is what the number is right now. And that's actually gone up. It was open at 220.5. I actually think this game stays under. I would take the under, and I would take Brooklyn. But those are my thoughts on the game. No official play. Next game up, we got the Golden State Warriors headed to OKC to take on the Thunder. Line up to 6 now in favor of Golden State. Total up to 225.5. Not up to 225.5. It's actually down to 225.5. The news broke last night that SGA wasn't going to be available for this game. Golden State coming off a narrow home win against the Sacramento Kings the other night. In a game that actually flew under the total. We did get that one right, under 234.5. Excuse me. OKC coming off a game where they probably should have won, at least the way they started the game off against um, the New Orleans Pelicans, and then just kind of blew a tire almost. Just couldn't stop Zion. Ended up getting smoked in that game. Head to head, these teams, the Golden State Warriors, do kind of own. They do like play really really well against historically against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're 9-1 against the spread, 7-2-1. 9-1 straight up, 7-2-1 against the spread. Now you get them without SGA. Golden State has put a lot of emphasis on like wanting to start the season off better on the road. And they have. They're 3-0 straight up. We know last year they couldn't win a game. Actually, the one loss that they have was at home on opening night. So 6 is a pretty big number. OKC, I think, can cover the 6, but I'm not sure how they do so without SGA. Not another one. I'm not super strong on the side. So how I decided to play this one was I played Chet Holmgren. I think is the guy for me in this spot that I like the most. I know a lot of people probably going to turn to Giddey without SGA. I couldn't talk anybody off if that's how you want to play it. But Chet number is 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I gave his number out at -109 on Caesars. So a couple different things I looked at. SGA, first and foremost, has a 31% usage rate. That's got to get picked up by more than just this Giddey in this spot, in my estimation. Chet's also he's hit this 2 times so far this season, but he actually cleared it in the last game. He had 19 and 11 in his last game against the New Orleans Pelicans just 2 nights ago. And I think that, looking at this Golden State Warriors team, I think their deficiency, it still lies below the rim, right? Like it's in that front court, not necessarily in the back court as much, because Steph and Clay they're okay defenders. Looney is a pretty good defender as well, but I think Chet's going to pull him outside, like get him in some vulnerable situations and take advantage of him. The 25.5 just feels, and pause that, the taking advantage part. But yeah, 25.5 just feels doable for me. You look at the other centers that this team has played against, Sabonis, and I'm not saying that Chet is Sabonis or anybody else that I'm about to mention, but Sabonis had 23, 11, and 8 in the game in Golden State. He also hit him for 19, 18, and 7 in the first game of the season that they played against the Warriors. Sengun had 19, 7, and 5. And Nurkic, first game of the season, 14 and 14. So I do like Chet a lot in this spot tonight, over 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think he'll step up in this spot, and I think it's a nice alternative, than going with the public that's probably going to be all over Giddey. I think Giddey is like 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and he could potentially get a triple-double, but I'll take my chances with Chet tonight. I did play him at 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Next game up, we got the Wizards and the Miami Heat. The Wizards are absolute trash. We know that already. Not really a lot to discuss with this team specifically. Like they just look extremely, extremely bad. Matter of fact, before I get into the Wizards, let me make sure. I'm trying not to fall behind in the chat. So I'm going to do a couple games, go to the chat. Smash the like button. What's good, Chris? Any SDQL on Team A playing 4 consecutive road games who are an underdog of 3 or more and playing their first game of a back-to-back Brooklyn Nets in the spot? The Brooklyn Nets play again tomorrow? I don't think I realized that. I'll look at this one. I'll definitely come back here, Will, and I'll look a little more into this side. And that's probably why Chicago's favorite in this game is because, like I said, Brooklyn is on a 4th game of 6 nights, 4th game in 6 nights, and you are right. They play Boston tomorrow. Yeah, that's a tough one. First game at home for Boston. First game at home for them since the first game of the season against Cleveland, and you get Boston. Arrested Boston is that. Best of luck to them tomorrow. But yeah, I'll look into it. I'll look into that, Will. That's an interesting query. I'll definitely check that out. Detroit almost covered, and Durant got a tech. I saw that. Detroit also just couldn't get a stop late. Like their defense was so bad. You can't cover a game if you play defense like that. Shadow Stephen says sides are too unpredictable from my point of view. Player props is the way to go. Yeah, everybody got their own thing. I don't knock anybody for capping the games or capping the markets that they enjoy. Betting the most. Whatever makes you the most money is what you should do. Really like Jokic over his rebounds and assists today. I actually like that look a lot. I took Bruce Brown 3s plus 500. Game log shows his home versus away splits are insane. Clearly like shooting at home. Yeah, he's been cash at home, Solo. I'm glad you mentioned that. I've been watching those games, and he he been catching that thing and letting it go, man. When Halliburton been finding him for sure. This could be a Vooch spot. I checked Vooch rebound numbers against the Nets too. Yeah, that's a good point, Malik. I agree with you there. Coop says Ben Simmons points, rebounds, and assists at 23 and a half. Have a gut feeling he's finally gets his first triple-double of the season with the Bulls bleeding assists. Could not talk you off of that. Not talk you off of that, Coop. That could be it for sure. Estai says smash the like button. Helps Chris with the algorithm. It absolutely does. I appreciate that, Estai. What's up to my guy Munoz in the chat? Oh, he said Halliburton got rolled in. I did not see that. So that number should be moving. Oh, it is moving. Okay. Down to one. Down to 1.5. Total is, of course, going up as it should be. 224.5 up to 227.5, 228. It's going to be interesting to see if the other guys get rolled in. Appreciate you, for shouting that out. S. says Golden State trifecta spot. Smash the Pacers over. I couldn't talk anybody off the Pacers over, especially if Jared Allen doesn't get rolled in. Halliburton double in play. I think anytime he plays, Shadow, I'm looking at Halliburton double, especially if it's the odds aren't too juiced. We've cashed on it twice so far this season. We've cashed on his assist prop over. I know Cleveland is a really good defense, but they're coming off a win against the Knicks, and Halliburton just gonna have the usage. That's why I like Halliburton so much. He literally gets the ball pretty much every single time down the floor and has it in his hands, whether he shoots that flicked jump shot or comes off a pick and roll and he's looking towards the corner or the dive man, the dunker spot, whatever the case might be. He's gonna have the ball in his hands so much. So I couldn't talk you off for looking at his double. Not anything I'm playing though. At least right now. I need to figure out what's wrong with Halliburton first and make sure his minutes not gonna be altered, some kind of restriction or something. That's the type of stuff that I feel like been happening to me so far. This is why I gotta check the chat. Okay, appreciate you guys. Geechee Man says Stephen 30, Luka 30, Giannis 30, and Cam Thomas 30. I would love to know the odds on that. What's the odds on that, Geechee Man? Steph 30, I'm not quite sure if it's going to be needed in this game, but potentially. Luka 30, that's absolutely going to be needed. They probably put Bruce Brown on him, probably be a mixture of, not Bruce Brown, I'm sorry. KCP, who probably is a tad bit too small, mixed with Aaron Gordon is what I would guess. But yeah, Luka should go for 30 tonight for sure, especially in Kyrie first game back. I think fading Kyrie would probably be a contrarian look. A lot of people don't like playing unders, but unders be cashing. So I don't think Kyrie goes too crazy tonight, especially with Denver coming off a loss. I know we haven't gotten to that game yet. I'll jump into it a little bit more. But Giannis to score 30, I'm scared of just because, man. I think he got to do it at the rim. I'm not sure how. I got to go look at Giannis' game log against them, but I'm taking too long. So I appreciate all the comments. Let me get back to where I was at though. All right, so I was talking about the Wizards and the Heat. So the Wizards are absolute trash. They're really, really bad. I know that they're supposed to get Daniel Gafford back for tonight, but they're gonna have the same starting lineup that they've had, throughout. And even with Gafford in, I talked about this the other day. Defensive rating is a 115 with them in and a 121 with them out. It probably even got worse. The way I was looking to play this game was either Heat first half on the spread. I think you can get some 3.5s and some 4s, or and I know the Heat haven't been good. Like the Heat haven't been good, but you got to find a way to fade the Wizards in my estimation. So I didn't play this officially, at least not yet. But the first half spread is, let me just give you guys a number, 4. So you can get some 4.5s out there. It's the biggest play is probably about 5. I do think if people don't want to play spreads, like I've kind of talked about, I think team total over could be the look. I think Miami's really struggled to score the ball this season, but this is the perfect get right spot. You look at the Miami Heat, they've lost a bunch of games in a row. I think you contribute a lot of that to Jimmy Butler. Like Jimmy Butler, points, rebounds, and assists, I think has the under his cash every single game. I'm not sure if he's hurt, trying to play through it, if he's just not in shape because he missed a lot of the preseason. But Jimmy has looked really, really bad. I do think that against this defense, though, you kind of got to turn up in the spot. A couple interesting thing I looked at was teams that have lost 4 straight games, but are also laying 9 points in a row. Like that's a lot of points to be laying when you're off 4 straight losses and you only cover one of them, which was as a dog of 9 points, I want to say. and you lost by 8, so you barely even covered that one. Yeah, I'm passing on that. I can't lay that many, but I do think that the Heat first half team total, I think the number is 57.5. And that's something that I'm probably going to end up playing. I just haven't yet. 57.5 is the first half. In my notes last night, I wrote down that the Wizards ranked 27th defensively in the first half. They have a defensive rating of 119, and they're allowing the second highest points per first half at 63.8. This team has given up 64 points per first half, and you can get the Heat team total at 57.5. So I do like that number, even though the Heat been struggling. And I'd be remiss without mentioning Tyler Hero. Of course, I take him in on the first night, and he lays a dud, even though he shoots the ball 25 times, couldn't get to 22 points. And he's cashed every single time since then, I want to say. If not, he might have missed it one time. Today, I did play Tyler Hero. I played his points, rebounds, and assists to go over. The number was 32.5. To me, it just feels like a big contribution game from Tyler Hero. You look at the defenders, you look at some of the primary ball handlers that the Wizards have played against. Trey Young just hit him for 23, 10, and 3. That would have cashed this number. Jason Tatum, 33 and 6. That definitely cashes this number. Jaylen Brown, 36 and 6, cashes this number. Desmond Bane, 26 and 5 on the second leg of a back-to-back, cashes this number. And of course, in game 1, Tyrese Halliburton, when we were on his double-double, 20 and 11, that cashes this number as well. Well, that in the 3 rebounds does cash this number. So I played Tyler Hero over his 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists at -110 on BetMGM earlier. Yeah, he has a 28% usage rate. The Heat offense is terrible without him on the floor, just 95 offensive rating versus him on the floor, 107. So yeah, and you got to find a way to fade this defense. So I really like that look a lot, which is Tyler Hero over his 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Miami first half team total over. I didn't play that one yet, but that's probably what I'm gonna end up locking in because why not, right? Why not? So that's what I got in that game. So we got 2 more games to get through. I'm gonna speed up so I can make sure everybody else got time to get up, give out their looks as well. Next game up, we got the Mavs and the Nuggets. The Mavericks are. Hold on, let me go back to the chat real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Any more breaking news? Am I missing anything? I appreciate y'all for dropping that in the chat. Tyler Hero points ladder. I could not talk you off, Woo. Could not talk you off. Geechee Man says that parlay of Steph, Luka, Giannis, and Cam Thomas to score 30. Excuse me, is plus 3,613. So plus 3613. Coop says he doesn't mind. He doesn't hate Jalen Williams with SGA being out as well. I could see that also. Draymond Green, PRA over 20.5. The real DJ says that. Ben Simmons over 9.5 rebounds. Wolf says he likes that. Some agreement between me and S-Dot on his Miami Heat look tonight. Hero versus Poole. I could definitely see that, Coop. Poole, I'm scared of Poole though, honestly. If I'm being honest with you, Jordan Poole scares me. Like this dude is in a new environment, and he just like Jordan Poole leaving the Golden State Warriors and joining the Washington Wizards kind of feels like almost like a 5-year-old that has really like military parents that don't really let them do anything, and then they go stay with their aunt and their uncle that don't provide a lot of supervision. So you just do whatever you want to do. You know, you eating ice cream at 11:30 at night. You staying up to 2:00 in the morning at 5 years old. You on YouTube. You doing all the stuff you ain't got no business doing. It just feels so unstructured for Jordan Poole to be in DC. So I don't think I'm gonna play Poole for a while, but I couldn't talk anybody off, man. I could not talk anybody off. Those are my thoughts on Jordan Poole. All right, so next game up, Mavs and the Nuggets. This is an interesting game. Of course, Luka. So first off, the Mavs undefeated on the season. This is one of the only undefeated teams left in the league. I think it's them and who the other team? I can't even remember who that. Oh, and the Celtics, of course. The Mavs have been good, man. A lot better than I thought. 2-0 on the road, 2-0 at home. 3-1 against the number. Like Luka has really carried this team, even with Kyrie being out. But I think they get a really, really motivated Denver Nuggets team. I haven't played this yet, but I'm probably going to end up locking it in. I like Denver in the first half. Denver, we know that they were an absolute juggernaut last year in the first half. I don't have the ATS number in front of me right now, But I feel like, especially with Dallas being 4-0 and they still, catching 6.5 points here, to me tells me this is a major bounce back spot for the Denver Nuggets after they got demolished last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They had the day to come back, to fly back into Denver, kind of get their feet underneath them, rest, because that was a terrible travel spot for them when they had to go to Minnesota. I talked about that the other day. I think that was the fourth game in 6 nights for them. So they're much more well rested. The thing that scares me a tad bit is they got an ugly floor. I don't know if y'all looked at some of these floors that they have for the in-season tournaments. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to see each other. Hopefully they can, because I really like Dallas and I really like Denver in the first half. If you guys got one of those sports books that's available to you that have like one of those super soft numbers, for me in Virginia, it's typically like Hard Rock Sportsbook. Bet Rivers is another one where all of the numbers will be, -3, -3.5, but I can get a -2.5. That's what I see right now on Bet Rivers. You can get Denver. I can get Denver in the first half -2.5, so them just to be winning by 3. And I do like that spot. I think it's a bounce back spot. I think Dallas struggles to reintegrate Kyrie back into the lineup, and Denver plays really good defense. I know that this total shot up with Kyrie being in, and it makes sense, right? The game should have more points, but I don't know if Dallas scores more points or not. This total opened at 226. It's all the way up to 228.5, so 2.5 points because of Kyrie. Denver's actually 5-0 to the under this season. They stayed under every single game. That was one of the things that I looked at. And if we go back to last season, they really locked in on the defensive end, specifically in the playoffs. That loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, their first loss since they lost to the Miami Heat in the finals in game number 2. So one thing, let me just go back to that real quick. I just want to get that number for you guys because I want to say that the Denver Nuggets actually were going under by a significant amount. So yeah, games are going under for the Nuggets this season by. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Be patient with me. By 10 points. I thought so. 10.7 points is what the totals are going under by. Denver's only averaging 110 points per game this season. And they're only giving up 103. Even in the loss where they lost to the Timberwolves, the Timberwolves only scored 110 points. The Nuggets just couldn't score. They scored 89. That's why they got blown out. But this team plays really good defensively. I think looking at the Dallas Mavericks team total to go under is absolutely in play unless you think the Mavs defense regresses a lot and Denver goes over their team total. But Denver's one of those teams, man, that like they really don't have to score a lot. And I lost some big money last year in the playoffs playing their team total over against the Miami Heat, and we saw really ugly games. And I think we see a really locked in, concentrated, concerted effort from this Denver Nuggets team today. So I do like Denver in the first half, minus the 2.5. It's probably my favorite look on the board so far. As far as like spread bet, because I'm not playing a lot today, like I said, but Dallas first half makes a lot of sense to me. Denver first half minus the 2.5, minus the 3, I think is out there on most books, but definitely shop around for the best number is the best number. Jokic, his rebounds. Derek Lively gonna have his hands full today, man. Best of luck to that guy. I know he's a rookie. He's looked really, really good so far. He gonna have his hands full with Jokic today. Especially in a closely contested game. We don't get to see Luka, go against Jokic often. I think, of course, Jokic triple-double is in play. His triple-double in the win is, of course, in play as well. You probably can get some pretty good plus odds there. And I don't think that the Mavericks defense has really faced a really good team yet. So I think we see, the Nuggets play really good basketball here. And I think we see some regression from the Dallas Mavericks. They beat the Spurs in the first game of the season. They also beat the Nets by 5. They beat the Grizzlies, but everybody has, and then they beat the Bulls, and that's not saying much either. So I do like I said, I like Denver in the first half. The altitude gonna hit Dallas, and probably ain't gonna know what happened to them. Probably gonna end up putting that one in, and I'll share that one with the members as well. Just haven't played it yet. Last game on the board, and I'm gonna speed through this one. We got the Grizzlies traveling on the road to take on the Portland Trailblazers in this spot. The Grizzlies still laying points, 3.5. Total 221 in this one, and Total actually came up from 220, from 218 to 221. I kind of wanted to play the under in this spot, but I can't. I can't because the Memphis Grizzlies just got smoked the other day and they gave up so many points to the Utah Jazz in a game that I thought that they would at least come out and play with some defensive effort. Scoot Henderson, of course, going to be out for this game. And send me your request. Now's the time. Send me a request if you guys got anything you want to share because I'm pretty much done. So Scoot Henderson is, like I said, going to be out in this game. I think that leaves a lot of room for opportunity for those guards for the Portland Trailblazers. I'm talking specifically about Shaedon Sharpe, and I'm talking about Malcolm Brogdon. When I looked early, I was trying to find Brogdon points, rebounds, and assist number. It wasn't available. I'm not sure if it's available now or not. This was probably about 10 o'clock this morning. Shaedon Sharpe threes would be my favorite ladder spot of the day. Haven't done it yet. Probably going to end up pulling the trigger. I really like this spot a lot for Shaedon Sharpe tonight. In my notes, I wrote down that first of all, it's just a fade of this defense. The Grizzlies defense has been like bad, like beyond bad. I know we keep talking about how bad the Wizards defense is, and they're getting like all of the the notoriety for being such a poor defense. But you look at this Grizzlies 3-point defense, it ain't been like a lot better than the Wizards. They're allowing teams to make 18 threes a game, which is the most in the league, 41 attempts per game. So they're not guarding the 3-point line well. That's the second most in the league. And teams are shooting 43.4% from the 3-point line, which is the second most. So the Grizzlies, they're going to have to prove it to me before I feel like I want to back them. Shaedon Sharpe, dude's averaging 2.5 makes per game, and he's shooting the ball 6.5 times from three, both team highs, and I think Brogdon going to be able to find him. So I probably will end up getting there ladder and Shaedon Sharpe's threes in this spot, but I just haven't done it yet. I think he is listed as probable with a thumb injury or something like that. So probably my favorite look in this game. I also think you could look at Aiden, his points plus rebounds at 24.5. Back-to-back games he's went over. No Scoot could be a little bit more usage for him as well. And he's starting to settle into this offense. Also has a pretty good track record against Memphis as well. Robert Williams has been playing limited minutes because he's been dealing with an injury he sustained earlier in the season as well. Hopefully we get that Brogdon number because I do like him in this spot as well. Those are the looks, man. I kind of went through that one quick. Of course, I'm not playing aside. I would never lay 3.5 points with a team on the road that hasn't won a game yet, but I understand it's the Blazers. The Blazers have actually covered a couple spreads in a row. They took my money in Detroit the other day by winning that game outright. Of course, they'll be, like I said, shorthanded without Scoot. So I'm off for this game as far as the side, as far as the total. I do lean towards the under. It's two teams that really can't score the ball and that have potential to play really good defense. The Grizzlies just hasn't shown it yet. So that's what I got for the game. I'm going to go through the comment section and I'll leave you guys. I'll write up the what I played segment so you guys can see what I'm on officially for today. So yeah, send me a request. I'm going to go through the comment section real quick. Let's see. J-Dot says Poole over 40 shot attempts. John C says he like Aaron Gordon over 12.5 points. Prop of the day for S-Dot is Poole under 0.5 assist attempts. Oh, wow. Lopez threes. Kirby likes that. Nurkic over 8.5 assists. Nurkic doesn't play today. Maybe Jokic over 8.5 assists. Coop says, I get it, Chris. Poole in Miami, though. And all he has to do is take one good look at seeing a courtside bet. Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Poole is in Miami. He is definitely in Miami. My guy Munaf gave this out earlier. He likes Jokic rebounds and assists over 20.5. I co-sign that. I really like that luck a lot. May get there ride with Munaf on that one. What else? I took MPJ rebounds over and Murray points over. Yeah, those should be pretty good looks as well. I could not talk you off. Luka and Jokic triple-double plus 2,000. Okay. 8 and 20 and 10. I can see it. Memphis is struggling against bigs. They really, really are. CP3 triple-double. I'm not sure if he plays that many minutes to get a triple-double. And if he gets you think he's going to get 10 rebounds? I don't know about that one, Geechee, man. But, hey, don't let me talk you off, bro. Do not let me talk you off. All right, let's get to the contributors, man. We got some hot guys, man, that I'm about to bring up and let them speak. So let's get Dream up. This dude on fire. I said this the other day, but I'm kind of interested to see if Dream gonna keep going or if he's just gonna retire because he probably got money in his saved up at this point. He winning so much. So let's hear from my guy Dream. Get Sosa up, LJ, Black Thor. got the crew together, man. So let's hear from the guys. Gene, take it away, my guy. What's going on? How you doing?
What's the buzz, my guy? How you?
Hey, bro, I'm good, man. I'm super good. How you doing, man? I know you good. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm all right. Make sure do me a favor because I'm running around. I'm about to find a couple rugs, but just recap all your plays. Just when you get a chance again, because I've been running around in and out of the car, flying here and everything.
Got you. I got you.
All right. So real quick, man, I'll give y'all 3 quick ones. Miles Turner. First of all, we're gonna ladder his rebounds off top. So 7.5. And shout out to my boy Paulo last night. Paulo, can you do something for me?
Can he do something for you, Jane? Hey, bro, I was so happy, bro, because I knew you was on Paulo. We talked about that like a month ago on your show, and I was on the Magic, bro, and he hit the dagger. I'm like, yeah, Paulo, like. Bro, I was so happy. I woke up this morning and rewatched the highlights, bro. But I ain't here for all that. I know he made you some money last night, Gene. My first 2-unit play of the season, he definitely cashed me out too, bro. I needed it for sure. So yeah, shout out Paulo, man. Back to your looks though, Gene. What you want today?
Yeah, Miles Turner, rebound ladder, 7.5, 10, and 12, all the way to 650. I see on DraftKings. It's simple. Who is the Cavs? I'm sorry, Brooklyn. They've been struggling against bigs. They've been struggling rebounding in general, but they've been struggling against bigs. And then if you look at Miles Turner, his history versus Jared Allen, even if Jared Allen is back, he's got 4 straight double-doubles versus Jared Allen. So we're going to ladder his rebounds. Love Miles Turner. Ladder look. I'm going to, once again, give out Levine under his 1.5 assists. He smacked it at 950. Smacked it again last game at like 425. I got it at 365 or something, but I just checked and that shit was plus 425. So yeah, that's definitely worth some blunt money for sure. So Levine under his assist and under 1.5 assists, and Halliburton 5 rebounds. Brunson, Jalen Brunson 6 assists, and Levine under 2.5 assists. That's a plus 1,600.
Damn. Okay, hold on, Gene. You said so. The first player you said was Holly rebounds at 6 or 5.
5.
Holly 5 rebounds.
Yeah, I couldn't told you off his triple double at plus 6,500, but he had 8 in the last game against Brooklyn. And when I say Brooklyn is giving up rebounds to guards and shit, they were giving it up.
You mean against Cleveland? You mean against Cleveland Dream or against Brooklyn?
Yeah, I'm sorry, against Cleveland.
Okay. No, you good. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay.
So yeah, I really like his 5 rebounds, and then I did Brunson 6 assists. We aligned with that play for sure. And Levine, I'm just gonna keep picking Levine. It's under 2.5 assists. Is like plus shit. It might be like plus 150 right now, but it was plus 135. I put this in, so I put a unit on that. That's one of my straights. So I just added it to this problem. No round robin, just a straight problem plus 1,600.
Okay. My guy Dream with the looks. Hey Dream, real quick before you get out of here, I got one question for you. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 games on the board. Which player, in your estimation, has the most value? Like, who has the most boom or bust for today? Like on the whole slate. Anybody jump out to you?
I'll give you 2. One, Aaron Nesmith.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting on his lines for Indiana. He had 29 and 9 or 26 and 9 last week when they played, and he's over his rebound prop of 3.5 every game this season except for one, and I think he played 19 minutes in a blowout. His rebound prop is sitting at 3.5 rebounds, so I think ladder potential there for him with points and rebounds. Points props at like 7.5. So Aaron Nesmith, whatever his fucking name is. And after that, I'm gonna just leave it there.
Okay, now you can have one. You can have one Dream. I was just curious. I think we gotta start having more conversations like that while we on the show. Like just kind of sharing that type of information so people will know. Like, even though I'm not on this person, this is also something, a player that I really like as well. Right. Now I appreciate you, Dream. I know I'll put you on the spot, but you built for that. So appreciate you, bro. Let's keep going. Stephen, I want to come to you next, and then we'll go Sosa, we'll go LJ. What's up, Steph?
What's good? How we feeling?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. The Knicks play basketball, so I know they play basketball today, so I know you feeling good. What's going on?
I do not feel good. It's actually pretty terrible. A lot of trends in this game. First off, in-season tournament, got to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke Lopez, 2 blocks, -105. I gave that out. 12 games as a member of the Bucks. He has 2 blocks against the Knicks and 11 of them. Knicks are getting shot blocked by everyone. 5 games this year. Mobley got 2. Back-to-back games. Herb Jones 3, Capella and Yeka each 1. And the Celtics had a game where KP had 4, Drew had 3, and 4 other people had 1. So I'm taking the 2 blocks with that. And for the exact same reason, I took Giannis 1 block at -130. 17 out of 22 career games versus the Knicks. We're aligned on the Brunson assist. I feel like so many people said I won't go into it. I looked at him. Man, I hate backing this dude because he could be such a lethargic bum. And it's Julius Randle. It's 12.5 rebounds plus assists. He cleared in all 3 matchups last year versus the Bucks. 9 of 10 of his last 10 versus Milwaukee. It's just the usage I'm capping here. He's getting 18 rebound chances a game. His 8.5 potential assists. And if you look at this Bucks team, they're getting smacked by bigs on the assists. 4 games, Pascal had 7 and 1. That weird Heat game where they had the scrubs in. Orlando Robinson off the bench at 7. And B had 6. So I really like Randall's assists. I think there's like a ladder opportunity there. I took his rebounds plus assists at +102. I'm also taking Giannis's dimes because I said the other day, like, listen, the Knicks, they made Evan Mobley look like Magic Johnson. He had 5 assists in both games. And Giannis had a really interesting quote in Milwaukee Central talking about, I'd set 50 screens for Dame Lillard if it got him going. So, Mitchell Robinson drops on the screen. Giannis, he's had so many potential assists all these games. Guess who's hit to save the day to make sure those potential assists turn to actual assists? The New York Knicks. My favorite, my last kind of like long shot I'm going for here, it's all on my page, is not to take up everyone's time, but I like to think of it, I said this on Dream's channel, but I like to think of it as like teams have a primary ball handler and a secondary ball handler. Like WNBA put me onto that. So 4 games for the Bucks in the Toronto game. Dennis had 11 dimes, Pascal 7. The Heat game was weird, but Orlando Robinson had 7, Jimmy and Kyle had 4. Trey had 11, DeJounte had 5, Maxey had 8, and Beat had 6. So for the next game tonight, what I'm doing is, I think Randall and Brunson's assist lines are too low. So what I did was I'm doing 1 up on each of them. So quarter unit on Randall for 5, Brunson for 6, 540. And 0.1 unit on Randall for 6, Brunson for 7, 1543. They had a game last year where they both had 5. And this Bucks team defense is a lot worse than the one last year. It's the second worst defense in the league. So I'm doing those. Those are my looks for today. All of them on my page if you guys want to check them out or if you have any questions.
My guy, Stephen, man. Definitely give my guy Stephen a follow. I don't think I say that often enough. One of the most kind-hearted guys that know basketball, and I love that he's a resident fan, man. Like, that's the best thing about the show. And I'm not gonna get off on a soliloquy too much, but when we got people that really lock into a team, Stephen is the beat writer. I put him on the beat writer list for the Knicks. So his tweets come out when I go to my beat writer list. Not for real, but I absolutely could. So when we get guys that's super locked in on a team, absolutely value their opinion, a tad bit more than everybody else. So shout out to you, Stephen. Appreciate you, my guy, for always contributing, bro.
Much appreciated. There's one sneaky look. It all depends on RJ plays, but the DiVincenzo revenge angle, man. Like, someone is slapping 3 threes every game against the Bucks. DiVincenzo's 3 games against the Bucks, 6, 4, 4 threes. He just hit 3, played 30 minutes. So if RJ ain't in there, DiVincenzo's gonna be chasing Dame around. He's gonna have all these threes. Randall was just talking about we got to space the floor. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. I like those DiVincenzo threes if RJ don't play.
Okay. I like it. I might put together a little same game parlay for some fun. A little 10th of a unit on. I think I got a good read on this game too. I really do. I really do, Stephen. But I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm gonna keep going. I'll come back to what I'm putting together. Let's go Sosa. Then LJ, I'm coming to you. What up, Sosa?
Hey, my guy, how are you?
I'm good, bro. Talk to me, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Ready for the weekend.
Yes, sir.
Points in the NBA right now every time he sets foot on the court.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. Listen, we're going value again per usual.
I'm calling Dame Lillard. The Dame Lillard get your mind right game tonight. 5 threes plus 280. I think that people aren't talking enough about Terry Stotts quitting the day before the season started, pretty much right after the last preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Milwaukee's just a little bit lost offensively. They don't really know exactly. They don't have no identity, and they are not seamlessly integrating a guy who can shoot the lights out, but also be an extreme defensive liability, which is the complete opposite of what Jrue Holiday brought to your team. So it's a lot going on both sides of the ball in regards to integrating Damian Lillard on your team. Because having elite rim protection is one thing. Having elite rim protection when your point guard offers no resistance is another. So that's just some of the growing pains of having Damian Lillard as a star player. The only way for him to counteract that is to score the ball. Put up 35 and everything should work itself out. So I like him to go for 5 threes tonight plus 280. We're going back to DeAndre Ayton. I told you guys to play him to 20. I said 15 if you're scared, 20 if you're an idiot like me. I took him to get 15 and 20. He ended up with 16. He didn't cash all the way to 20, but he did his regular number. I'm back. The front line for Memphis is it's Jaren Jackson and a bunch of guys who probably shouldn't even be playing in the NBA. No Steven Adams. It's going to be a long season.
It is. Hey, Sosa, you know it's going to be a long season. You know why you know it's going to be a long season? Because you just bought Bismack Biyombo in for $5 million.
It's also, listen, if they don't win tonight, I would like you guys to look at their schedule. It looks bad now, but it could get much uglier very fast for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Damn. Okay.
Like it could get very bad as far as the schedule is aligned. Two other looks that I like. Listen, if Jordan Poole can't get off tonight, man, we're not betting on him the rest of the season. And that goes for all 500 people in here right now.
You made a group rule.
Listen, if he don't go off against that team tonight, okay? Listen, 5 threes at plus 700. If he don't, bro, it's like you just got to start. You had high hopes entering the season at 23 and a half. Okay, he's not going to get 23 and a half. They're not going to play a lick of defense. We know that. They're going to give up 130 a night.
That's a fact.
But what's crazy is that his skill as a scorer has not been able to be showcased because he just looks like he's a bozo right now. Like he just can't, it's just not going down. Guards have gone off against let me get my phone. Guards have gone off playing against Miami. I know it's an 8.5-point spread. I personally think that the Wizards will compete tonight. Not because they're good, but because the Heat are equally ass. And they're showing that the last year's run was the luckiest run you've ever seen to the NBA Finals in your lifetime. Ever. You've never seen a luckier run to the NBA Finals in your life. It's literally the luckiest run. You're talking about outlier shooting for 60 days. That's what the Miami Heat playoff run was last year. By outlier meaning it'll never fucking happen again. Sorry, guys. But I just have to get that out. And finally, I'm rocking with Luka and them with the 6.5 points tonight. I think Jason Kidd has implemented Michael Jordan basketball, which is keep the game close and let your star win it at the end. Scratch and claw, keep it close. As long as you have the guy who's the best player on the floor 9 times out of 10. That could easily explode in my face simply because, Denver's coming off an L against a team that blitzed them, but obviously Minnesota had, other situations and other things and storylines that tie into that game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm rocking with Luka and them tonight. I think it's a bit of a statement for them. But it's also contingent on Kyrie not playing. I will take Denver with the 6.5 if Kyrie does not play. If Kyrie plays, I will lay off.
He got ruled in. He got ruled in. So
he's for sure playing.
Yeah. Shams tweeted it out earlier.
You always fade the team when a star player averages 20 plus points or more.
That's a fact.
That's just the rules.
Yep, that's a fact.
Forget everything I just said for the last minute.
Yeah, you can find another time to back Dallas when back Dallas when he got his foot underneath him a tad bit.
Yeah, I just don't know what to expect Although, listen, anything Luka related, points, rebounds, assists, steals, I mean, it's a go whether or not Kyrie plays, just simply because of how insane he is as a basketball player.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay. So you liking we got Dame threes tonight, we got Aiden points and Jordan Poole threes?
Jordan Poole threes, yeah.
Okay.
And it's with Jordan Poole, it's water fighting his level. With Dame Lillard, we know you can't defend, so you have to go out and get 35. Those are the rules with him, bro. He can't play defense. We know he's not gonna guard nobody. Right? But again, remember what I said. Having elite rim protection is one thing. When your point guard can't keep nobody in front of him, it's gonna be a long transition period as far as adjusting defensively.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. Okay. Sosa got the looks, man. Appreciate you, Sosa, for tapping in, bro. LJ, I know you've been waiting for a minute. What's going on, my guy? Good to hear from you, man.
What's going on, Chris? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. Talk to me, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing great, man. NBA is back. You know, we got to tap in, and I'm going to tap in with you every Friday. You know, get my plays for you.
My God. My God.
So,
How we making money tonight, LJ?
oh, man, we got a lot of ways. We're going to start off with the Denver Mavs game. First of all, I'm on Denver -2 first quarter. You know, Denver's +24 first quarter, the 2 home games.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is -13 in the first quarter on the road, the first 2 games. So,
okay.
Denver's going to come out early, I believe. You know, take care of business early. I don't want to focus on the game too much because at the end of the game, you know, something could happen, you know, that they may not cover. So let's just take them early, you know, considering Dallas is on the road right now. So, and I'm in that same game, man. I'm going to take Jokic triple-double +204 because I don't know if you know this, Chris, but Jokic's last 28 home games, going back to last year, he's had a triple-double in 22 of them. He's averaging a 50 PRA at home, so you might as well take the PRA over 46.5. And this is going back to December of last year. So he plays well at home. This is where his comfort zone is. And it's a Western Conference team. So I know he's going to want to prove a point and let them know that Denver is still the champion of this division. So I believe Jokic will perform tonight. Let's go over to OKC and Golden State. Steph Curry, I'm going to take his over 4.5 3-pointers -117. He has 6+ made on the road so far this year. And going back to last year, the last 3 road games in OKC, he's averaged 8 made, averaging 37. So he performs well in this building, but I don't know if he's going to need the points. You know, they may be blowing him out at the end and he'll sit down in the fourth quarter. But I believe he's going to put the 3-point attempts up. So over 4.5 threes for Steph Curry is one of my plays. I'm going to move over to Miami. I'm going to take Tyler Hero over 24.5 points -104. He's hit it 3 out of his last 4 games. He's top 5 in scoring at the point guard position, averaging 26 points. And I may sprinkle on his over 3.5 threes as well because he's had 4+ made 3 out of his last 4. So I haven't made that one official, but I'm official on his over 24.5 points. I just believe the Nets, you know, they're going to give up a lot of points tonight. So Miami at home, Tyler Hero is the lead scorer of that team. So I believe he will continue to keep his average of 26 points. And last but no, doesn't play at Washington. I'm sorry. Miami's playing at Washington. So I said Nets, so that's my bad. But I like your Brunson assists too, Chris. You know, I didn't play it, but I looked at the numbers. Milwaukee is ranked 29th in opponents' assists per game. Because, you know, their defense is, you know, ranked 30th now since they made that trade. So Brunson should get his assists. So I like that look as well. And last, man, Portland game in Memphis, man. Let's go with Marcus Smart, 3+ steals, +225. He's averaging 3 steals. And I'm going to parlay a little parlay in that game as well. I'm going to take his 2+ steals, bring that down, and I'm going to take Jared Jackson's 2+ blocks, and that puts you at a parlay of +108. And the reason why I'm doing that is because Portland is at the bottom at both opponents' steals and opponents' blocks. So I believe Marcus Smart will get his average of the 2+ steals. I laddered it to 3, and I believe Jared Jackson will get 2+ blocks tonight. So I parlayed that +108. And those are my plays, my guy.
Okay. Hey, sharp looks, man. I appreciate the analysis as well, LJ. Hope you cash, bro. All right, let's keep.
Next Friday, my guy.
My God. Enjoy your weekend too, bro. Monotone. I got him up. Black Thor coming to you next. JLE shot me out, said, yo, Chris, I need to get on the channel. I got something I need to get off my chest. So I'm gonna get a mic to him as well. So let's go Monotone, Black Thor, then LJE. We'll go to him. And I know I typically shut off at 6. We only got about 5 more requests. So I'm going to try to get everybody up real quick just because I got a couple extra minutes today. So, yeah, it's Friday. Let's go Monotone. What's up, Monotone?
How we doing? Good to be here on a Friday. We got a great slate today. A lot of props to look at, a lot of good games, some weird courts. I don't know how we feel about that. I don't know if it's going to affect things, but it'll definitely be interesting. So I'm excited. I know you probably talked about it. Hard to know how this will affect our handicapping process. So right now you kind of got to look at it just as a regular game. For me, I really like Jokic over 11. It's one of my favorite spots on the slate. I mean, oh my God. I like Lively. I've been a big fan. I'm going to talk about him in a second, but he should absolutely dominate that matchup. He's seen 2 matchups against traditional centers in back-to-back games where the numbers have been down a little bit, but we know the spike rebounding potential of Jokic. We know he's great rebound distance, always top 5, top 10, closest to the rim in that department. And man, he just has a great advantage against the rookie right here. We just saw Vucevic pull down 20 boards against him in just the other game. Jokic, obviously, very similar build there. Would definitely expect him to dominate. Love the ladder, too, running that one all the way up. Looking at a 20-20 game right here. I mean, it's not even like that would be crazy for a guy like Jokic with kind of the stat lines he's putting up. But I'm lining that up to 18. I think he has a great rebounding game. And I don't know if you remember, last time I was on the show, I tried to give out Daniel Gafford rebound ladder. And he ended up getting ruled out. So at the very end of the show, I gave a replacement. And that was the Derek Lively rebound ladder, who I just talked about a second ago. He crushed it. I gave out 8+ rebounds at plus 340 on the show. He had 13. So I wasn't that greedy. I did get up to 13. But man, they're disrespecting him again. His baseline is 5.5 rebounds. I don't understand that. It feels like they're not making any adjustments. Sure, Jokic is going to body him on the boards. Sure, it's not a great matchup for the kid, but this is still a 6'1" bouncy center that's looking, 7'1" bouncy center that's looking like he's going to play, heavy minutes in this rotation. It looks like the coaching staff already trust him. So for me, I know I don't normally take rebounds, in the same game, but I just see value on both sides. I already got some money in my pocket from Lively, so I'm going right back there. And then finally, I mentioned a second ago, I can go to my guy, Daniel Gafford, running that rebounds ladder one more time. Same analysis I gave on the last show. It's a starting center, and you're going to give out, 5.5 or 6.5 rebounds. It just feels like a disrespectful line, a guy that they need minutes out of if they want to be competitive. Foul trouble has always been an issue throughout his career. But I still project the guy to get 28-ish minutes in this one. If he can stay out there on the court, 8 rebounds are just going to fall into his lap. They're a small ball running gun team. There's going to be opportunity there. Just feels like a disrespectful line that I'm going to continue to take. If you're a defensive guy, then run the Gafford 2 blocks as well. He's always been very consistent there. So love that spot. Got to give a little shout out to my guy. He had to sprinkled his points, rebounds, and assists, and the threes ladder. Not an official play. I'm just a Wizards fan, and got to hope for the best. So great slate today. Hope we captured a lot of minutes. Hope helped out someone last show with the Lively. If not, hopefully we run it back again today.
That is a fact, Monotone. Great analysis as always, man. Sharp looks as well. Hope you cash in, Monotone, and I hope the people that that are listening, tell because you typically give out really solid looks, man. So best of luck tonight, and congrats on the recent success as always, Monotone. Let's keep going. Black Thor, you up next. Then we go kick it to JLE. Hustle, I'm gonna get you up. P, I see you as well. Sean, I'm gonna get to you as well. What's up, Black Thor? Talk to me.
Chris, how you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. Talk to me. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I agree with you. I'm right back with him with the Miles Turner 7.5 assists. You can ladder it up to 12. If you want to get crazy, you can ladder it up to 14 on plus 900 on FanDuel. I believe the double-double is ranging anywhere from minus 190 to plus 210. I think he's hit that I don't think. He's hit that matchup in the last 3 matchups versus them. I have the write-up on my page. And he also has it 3 times, even if Jared doesn't play. I think he's still questionable. Second pick, I like Grant Williams points over 8.5. Grant Williams has hit this number. Hold on 1 second. Right here, my bad. 3 out of the last 4, 17. He had under 5, 15, and 25. if the Dallas fans are trapped on him, there should be open shooters. So it's either going to be Grant Williams or Tim Hardaway Jr. that's going to be going off tonight. I'm going to go with Grant. I think both of them go off. I actually like this game. The line is spread, I believe, is 6. So I love Dallas to keep this game competitive. My last pick, you can't go wrong either or on Nikolai Vucevic, double-double. I'm not double-double, excuse me, points and rebounds, but I'm going to just take his points. The starting center for Brooklyn, I keep forgetting his name. He's not playing tonight. I forgot.
Nicholas Claxton.
Yeah, Nick Claxton. Thank you. He's out tonight. Vucevic has been a lot more aggressive, so I love his 17.5 points. Probably still take a quarter unit on plus 25 points. And I know everybody loves long shots, so I got a small long shot for you. We got Grant Williams 15, Vucevic 25, Miles Turner 12. That's plus 20,000. Super long shot, but just something to have fun with. And real quick, we almost got that Joel Embiid triple-double, man. I'm running that back tomorrow versus those stinking Suns, man.
Absolutely, Black. I appreciate you as well, bro. JLE, talk to me, man. What's going on? How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Talk to me. What you liking for tonight?
I haven't talked in a while, but the play I have to give. No bias as a Knicks fan, but Randall over 27.5 points plus rebounds. It's just really disrespectful. Like, he's averaging 25 and 11 last year. Like, he pretty much hits the line. Like, last year he hit this line, I think, like 80% of the time. Even with the slump, he hit it 6% of the time this year. Hit it. It's a really weird stat, but on Fridays, the Knicks, it's like, I forget what it's called, but on Fridays, they have like the most Friday games in NBA history. He hit this 14 out of 16 on Fridays last year. He hit it 2 out of 3 versus the Bucks last year. He averaged 32 points plus rebounds. And then I think RJ Barrett's out tonight. Still 27.5 points plus rebounds. So I've been watching the Knicks for 25 years, and I don't see how this misses. I really don't.
Okay.
Reasoning too if you need it, but it's just really disrespectful. Like, he has games, like 2 games with 12 rebounds this year. It's double-double in 4 games. He's like, I think he has the 3rd worst field goal percentage in NBA history in the first 5 games, and he still hit this line. And now there's no RJ. It's too easy.
Okay. Did RJ officially get rolled out, JLE?
He got rolled out like 3 minutes ago.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay. I like it, man. I couldn't talk you off. We know one thing for sure. Thibodeau gonna run him into the ground, right? Like, the starter's gonna be out there all game. So best of luck, JLE. I appreciate you sharing the look, bro. I hope you cash. All right, let's go P, and then I'll kick it to Sean. What up, P?
So, Chris, really good, my boy, man. How your day going?
My day's going excellent, bro. I appreciate you asking. How your day going? And tell me what you liking for tonight.
Hey, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm watching the guy get some Chipotle.
My God.
2 looks tonight, man. You know, today's the first day of the NBA tournament. I don't know what to expect, man. I don't know if it's going to be blowouts. I don't know if they're taking this shit serious. Excuse me. I don't know if they're taking it serious yet. But I'm just going to go with what's been covering for me. And then Jordan Poole to get 1 steal at minus 160 against the Heat today. And Ben Simmons rebounding and assist combo 15.5, minus 136. That together gets you plus 181. That's all I'm going to rock with today for the NBA, because it's just too many games in season tournament. We don't know what's going on. So I'm going to rock with those 2 today.
Could not talk you off, P. Just taking it light, bro. Not going too crazy. Absolutely, bro.
Still every game this season, and we know Ben Simmons been crashing the boards and dishing a rock. So 8-8, that's possible. It's like or 10 whatever, 10-6, whatever. You know.
Okay. Like, yeah, I know you always do your research too, P. Like, you ain't gonna give out no look that nobody else gave out, because you're gonna go in and find something that, you know, got crazy high percentage cash rate.
Shout out to you, Chris, for always giving me a mic, man. I appreciate
you. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I appreciate you tapping in, man, for sure. All right, let's keep going. Sean, kick it to you. 824. I'm gonna kick it to you. B Simons. I'm gonna get you up as well. Oh, that's my guy, Ben. Definitely got to get Ben up. And then we're gonna get ready to shut this thing down. But Sean, what's going on, my guy? How you doing? Happy Friday to you, man. What you liking for tonight?
Happy Friday as well. Appreciate you letting me up. he actually just gave one of my picks, and Ben Simmons. That's a ladder spot for me. Dude's been an animal. We only missed that line in one game. And I got about 8 plays. I haven't seen the Malcolm Brogdon line yet. Taking that PRA. It's been at like, I want to say it's been like 23.5 that I've been hitting it on every week or every game. He's going to get that. Shaden Sharp working with an injury. The point guard scoop, no scoop. I think he gets that easily. He's averaging 26.8 minutes a game. I'll try to make these real quick. Love Jokic. They actually got his line, his RA line, I think, a little low. It's at 20.5 at -130. Definitely taking that.
Okay.
Somebody I like in that Denver game for rebounds and not know what I haven't heard anybody mention is Christian Brown. They have his line at over 3.5 at -140. He's only missed the 4 in one game. Royce O'Neal, I like his rebounds over 5.5. In Brooklyn game, actually going to take that as a ladder spot. I think he gets the 8 plus 425. Obviously, Ben Simmons rebounds and assists. Bobby Portis over 8.5 points. I think that's just a little low for Bobby Portis. And then my last look is going to be Dort. Lose Dort for OKC. As you know, no Shea. If you look at his numbers without Shea against the Warriors, he's excellent. I'm taking the over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Okay. Hey, couldn't talk you off. I hope you cash, bro, and I appreciate you sharing them as well, Sean.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, bro. You too, man. You too. Black Thor, come back to you real quick. Then we're gonna get to get to Cam and try to get to 824 and Tall Black Jeans as well. What's up, Thor?
Much. I was just shouting out Reem, my man Reem Money Picks. He had a great Banchero, I think in a 4-3 is Uber.
Yes, he did. I saw it before he put it out too, and I was actually really rooting for him last night, man. I'm glad that came through. He caught both of them at plus 750, I think 700, 750. Put them together. I think he put 25 on it to win like 1100 last night. So yeah, that was a hell of a lay for sure. And I made sure to congratulate him on that today early as well. Let's go, Cam. What's up, Cam? Talk to me, man. I'm good, bro. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just a couple of plays tonight. I'm on Marcus Smart over 2.5 stocks. For me, it's more of I think he's going to get 3 steals, but I couldn't find the 3 steals on, so I just took 2.5 stocks to protect myself. Portland's turning the ball over at a clip of 16 turnovers a game, and basically guys who swipe the ball have been getting at least 2 steals against them. Marcus Smart has gone over 2.5 stocks with steals his last 4 games. So I just really like that number. It's plus 155 for him to get 2 steals and a block or 3 steals. I got Grimes over 1.5 threes. I'm upset I didn't take it earlier before the RJ news came out because it did get a bit juiced to minus 125. But if these NBA teams are going to treat the playing game kind of like soccer games, like soccer players do, because this is where they stole it from. I watch a lot of soccer. Grimes is a game like Grimes will get right. He's not going to yank after 22 minutes, I hope, and he'll get those shots up. And as we know, the Bucks just can't guard the 3-point line. I got the wrong Raptor. There's 3 Raptors who have 4 threes against the Bucks, and I got the wrong one. So I'm hoping tonight Grimes can get over 1.5 over them from the wing there. They just can't defend the 3. So it was an atrocious display. I don't know what Adrian Griffin's doing over there. And then Brook Lopez, I got him over 1.5 threes against the Knicks. That they play that drop coverage, which they normally do, and Brook to kind of just bounce back and get 2 threes at minus 105. It's whenever I see a Brook line over 2 threes anywhere near even touching it. So those are the 3 plays I'm on for tonight. And I'm leading 0 points, but I haven't got there just yet.
Okay.
Just to keep it quick.
Okay. I like it. I saw the news that came out that just said that RJ Barrett was ruled out. I think you automatically, instantly got to go look at Emmanuel quickly. I'm not sure what his number is going to be, but I mean, he's already been hooping this season. It's contract year. He's chasing the bag. Quickly, probably going to get a little bit of my money. I don't know if it's going to be official yet or not, but appreciate you, Cam. Absolutely, bro.
Quickly's lines are out right now at 15.5 for points. Sorry, I got it open, so I just figured I'd give it to you now.
No, I appreciate that. 15.5 sounds like
15.5 for points.
Like good money.
They haven't posted his threes line. and they actually took down Grimes' 3-3s line at the moment. So, yeah, they don't have his threes line out. He's got his 15 points, and then if you want to look at his assists, he's at over 2.5 assists. What? At minus 105. Damn.
That might be the one. He already over that. He already over that number. He over that number in 3 of the first 5 games already.
Yeah, I'm be honest with you, I'm like that's low. With his number, he's gonna get a lot more usage today. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Appreciate you. All right, let's go back to Sosa real quick, and then Tall Black Genius. I want to hear from you on 824 to wrap us up. I got to get off here sooner or later. What's up, Sosa?
Say something in regards to this in-season tournament. I don't think any of the actual players care about it whatsoever. At the end of the day, it's still the regular season. It's still navigating 82 games to get to the playoffs, and I don't think I think that this tournament is made actually for teams that suck or teams that want to not be good. Because what it will do is it will give them incentive to be good in an in-season tournament that ends by Christmas, and then they can go on losing.
They can win something, right? Yeah, no, I'm with you, Sosa. I agree.
Exactly. Like, at least we can pretend like we're getting up for these games that are completely irrelevant, right? The in-season tournament, what people keep talking about bragging rights, bro. Jaylen Brown is at $300 million. You think he cares about 500 racks?
Right. It'll be the rookies that play hard. I did see they put a coaching incentive as well, $500K, I think, as well. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's going to be for the younger guys. The older guys are still kind of trying to ramp up, to get themselves ready for the second half of the season. And we talking about 5 games, 6 games into the season. So I'm with you there, Sosa, for sure. Tall Black Genius, you got the mic, and then 824, I'm gonna come to you as well. What's up, Tall Black Genius?
New York, we're back at it again, man. Thank you for having me back this season, man. So you guys are cashing daily. So let's get it right down to it. We're looking at New York, the Bucks versus the New York Knicks tonight. So I'm looking at some of the role players, Chris, because I always love to play the plus money and the X factors, right?
Mm-hmm.
We love to find great even money, but maybe somebody who's going to overperform tonight. And we're talking about this in-season tournament. Of course, these are regular season games, but these are teams that don't naturally need matched up. So this is a great thing for us to, it's a great place for us as handicappers, because now in a group perspective, we want to see the Knicks are in this group. Like, is this are the other teams easy competition? Who's going to win the group at the end of the day? What matchups in these groups really matter? Like the Washington Wizards may have to prove themselves in the even matchup versus, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's a great time for us as handicappers to really look at these groups and look to see where the wins can come from. Tonight, I'm looking at an X factor for the Milwaukee Bucks, who's got some great minutes over the last few games. But last game, his offensive production was at a low. I'm looking at Cameron Payne right now. Okay, I'm looking at Cameron Payne and his points for the Milwaukee Bucks. Unfortunately, right now, I'm looking on DraftKings and I don't see the points straight out. So I'd have to go to my same game parlay and I would find Cameron Payne for 10 points, Chris. Right now, his even money is at 5 points for Cameron Payne, but tonight 10 points is plus 650 for Cameron Payne. His points. Can you hear me?
Yeah, value play. I'm listening.
We are talking about value, Chris, plus money. So that's one of my X Factor guys for tonight, Cameron Payne. And of course, I'm looking at Antetokounmpo versus my guy who made top 10 in the NBA, Mitchell Robinson. So I love to take Mitchell Robinson's 8 points at plus 115 and Cameron Payne 12-1 guys. It's New York, but we're going against the Bucks. So I can't play the money line. I can't even play the 6 points right now with the Knicks. I'm going to be happy to watch the team play, but I'm going to be looking at these props. Cameron Payne, 10 points. Can we do it? Mitchell Robinson, 8 points at plus 1,000. Let's go.
Plus 1,000. Okay, yeah. So people who want campaign points, they are 4.5 on Barstool, on BetMGM, and those are the only 2 books I see it available at right now. And it is plus money, plus 100 and plus 105, depending on where you're shopping. Appreciate you, Tall Black Genius. Hope you cash tonight, bro. 824 coming to you. What's going on?
Thanks for letting me speak on this platform. So I got 2 juicy plays today for sure.
What you got?
I got Josh Giddey over 6.5 assists. He averages
about 9 assists against the Warriors last season, and Shea's out for today. I also got him on a triple double watch. It's like plus 1174 right now. So right now it means basically you put $10, you're getting $174 back. I also got Jimmy Butler on rebound over 5.5 rebounds. The Wizards allow the second most points and first in most rebounds against small forwards. I also got him on a double watch. It's plus 700, which means if you put a bill down, you get 7 bills, you get a double.
Okay. Okay. That's all. Them your looks.
That's my looks right now. Other than that, I got those two in a I got Josh getting the triple double. Just a little sprinkle on that. I got Jimmy Butler. I also got right now I got yeah, those are my plays for today right now. I also got Vucevic. He's at 11.5 rebounds. He averages about 13 rebounds against his matchup today. So that's a look as well too.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I appreciate the looks, man. I hope you cash them, 824.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can get Ben up. I know every time I try to get Ben connected, he typically end up dropping. Let me see if I can get him up real quick. If I can get him and Hustle up, they'll be the last two for the day, and we'll get up off here. Hustle, I look like you're still connected. Ben, can you hear me? If so, the mic is yours, bro. Maybe not. Hustle, if you can hear me, the mic is yours, bro. What's going on?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. What's going on? Happy Friday to you, bro.
Friday, man. I was having technical difficulties earlier when I was in the books. But first off, man, I just want to let it be known that I have beef with two players right now, and that's Dame Lillard and Tyrese Maxey. For some reason, these dudes always fail for me. Like it never fails. Like I'm just like, man, what's the beef? What's the problem with me? You know, but I'm noticing kind of a trend, right? That I've never heard. Well, this is something that I think about. Like when I look at box scores and I see 3 in a row from a player.
Bet under the next game.
Say again?
You bet under the next game, right?
Yeah, it's like that, but it's not always under. It might be like it's either aggression or regression. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see 3 games under, say a player averages 20 points, but they got 3 games straight up under 20. It's like it's almost, you know, it's a high percentage of that 4th game is going to be over. Same thing like with the under. You know, like Dame's boards have been good like the first couple games, and then just, you know, like nothing. That 4th game just goes away, and he only gets 2. And then Tyrese Maxey, he's been scoring 30s, 25s. I just need 20 from him. He gives me 18. I'm like, oh my God. But today, man, I'm just trying to hit for something light, man, something easy. Man, I got a plus 200 parlay for the first game. I got Donovan Mitchell for 25, Halliburton for 10 assists, and Miles Turner for 6 forward at plus 190 on points bet. So that's just a little 3-leg leg. I'm just trying to get some triple up, double up money.
Okay.
And, that's what I got so far. I also wanted to see what you thought maybe about Dame's rebounds today, and also the Wizards total over in that Heat game.
I'm not gonna really touch on Dame rebounds because I ain't really been watching them rebound in basketball. But what I will say is I love the over in that game today. I do think that Miami. I look at Miami team total more so than looking at the complete total over. And what I ended up playing, Hustle, was I played the first half over. I just look at I think it's going to be a coming out party. You look at the Wizards, they're giving up 64 points in the first half, and you can get the Miami Heat team total at 57.5. So I like that number. They only averaging 53.5, I think, points per first half, but the number's high for a reason. So I did play that. I got to give it out, but I did play that since the show started. Miami Heat team total over for the first half, just in case they, BSing or something in the second half.
And I asked because you were one of the people that really I started paying attention to with the team totals. It seemed like last year you had a lot of team totals, and I don't know if you remember last year I was killing with the Heat team total.
Yeah, I remember because it was too low. Yeah, it was too low.
Yeah, the playoffs, I hit every series except for Denver series. I mean, multiple games back to back. It was just going over. But
I mean, you like it at 116 for Miami today? Because I liked it at 108 for the Wizards. But 116, if it was like anything under 110 for Miami, absolutely I would take it. But 116 and a half, like,
So Hustle, let me tell you something real quick. So real quick, I'm gonna just give you the numbers real quick. The Miami Heat they have not been playing well. I think we all kind of agreed to that. They're on a nice little losing streak. But if you look at the Wizards so far this season, they teams are averaging 126 points per game. The only team that didn't score, so they gave up 143 against the Pacers. They gave up 126 against the Celtics and 121 against 130. My fault, to the Miami Heat. The only team that didn't score was the Grizzlies in that spot, and that the Grizzlies were on the second leg of a back-to-back after playing the Denver Nuggets. Then it was a third game before nights, and they had travel, and they just can't score the ball right now. So absolutely love that number at 116 and a half for sure. Okay, my God. Hey, best of luck tonight, Hustle. I hope you cash, bro.
you too, man. Take it easy.
You too. All right, I think that's it, man. Yeah, because I couldn't get Ben up. Ben keeps dropping. So yeah, shout out to all my speakers, man. I always forget to do this, but monotone. I mean, people, y'all make the show. The people that's tuning in on YouTube, dropping plays. My guy Sosa, Cam, Hustle, everybody else that came up. Definitely a lot of great cappers in this space, man. I appreciate everybody contributing to the show. Dream was up here, Stefan was up here. Everybody that came through, dropped plays, dropped knowledge, just kind of gave their insight. Sosa even talking about the in-season tournament, not even, from a betting perspective, but, all the great insight, man. Definitely appreciate it. Like I said, it's an 8-game slate tomorrow. It's a couple spots I'm looking at that I absolutely love already. We don't have lines for tomorrow yet, but one total. And I think we get busy on tomorrow's slate as well. I like it a lot. So turn the notification bell on, hit the like button for me on the way out. Turn the notification bell on so you guys know when I go live, because I will be doing a show tomorrow. And we'll go from there, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Best of luck tonight. Bet responsibly, of course. And enjoy the first night of the in-season tournament, man. I'm out.